Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to give you guys an update on this Skinbae IPL laser system that I've been testing out. So I'll link my first video in the description box down below. I did sort of unbox this and give my first impressions a month ago, 2 months ago. I'm not really sure. Summer has really gotten away from me. So I'm a little bit later posting this than I had originally planned, but I did want to give this a good solid try before I gave you guys my full sort of thoughts and opinions on it. So I have some thoughts, I have some opinions, and I'm going to share those with you today. So let's dive straight in and talk about this system. So this is the Skinbae IPL laser system. This was sent to me. This video is not sponsored, not being paid to talk about it. I just wanted to kind of give you guys the update. So this is a product that can be used for laser hair removal, hyperpigmentation. You can use it to treat acne. You can use it for anti-aging treatments. It's sort of an all-in-one type of a device. So I've been using this on and off for a couple of months now. I haven't been quite as consistent as what I would like in terms of the sort of schedule of treatments that they sent to me. However, I have used it quite a number of times for different things. So I did mention in the first video, I had my underarms lasered at like a medical salon a number of years ago, and I was really happy with the results. It was one of those things where I was like, why did I wait so long to do that? It just made such a difference. I'm somebody who has always waxed, not shaved. I've been an esthetician for 17 years, and back when I was in school, of course, we practiced on each other. So when we started school, our teacher was like, throw your razors away, you're not gonna need them, we're always gonna be waxing. And I just kind of always kept up with that throughout my adult life beyond the time where I was in school. And while waxing is great, it is still maintenance. And while you do have sort of less hair over time, you do still have hair, right? So laser was always one of those things where I was like, oh, I should do that, I should do that. But I am also a blonde-ish. My body hair is mostly blonde, okay? So my underarm hair was dark. I had that lasered. It worked out wonderfully. Now I might pass a razor like once a month, and it's really just like fluffy blonde hairs that only I would see. But my legs, I've always wanted to have my legs done. But because the hair on my legs is mostly blonde, I've never wanted to spend the money to go and get it done in a salon, because the way a laser works is it targets the pigment in the hairs. So if you have a lot of blonde hairs, you're not going to see the same results as somebody who has dark hair. So to go into a salon and spend hundreds or $1,000 or more to have my legs done, something like this was such a great option, because I was able to treat both of my legs, and while I still have hair on my legs, I definitely have noticed a difference in terms of the dark ones. So I would say I have like 75% blonde hairs on my legs and 25% dark hairs on my legs. I'm getting into like some really serious detail, but I want to be like super honest and upfront with you guys about the experience that I had. So I have not noticed a difference in the blonde hairs on my legs, but I have definitely noticed a difference in the dark ones. They're less coarse, they're less dark, they're growing in much slower than they once did. I did take a bunch of before and after pictures, so I am going to put those here on the screen so you guys can see the difference between the first treatment, the second treatment, the third treatment, and the fourth treatment. I think I did 4. And I think you'll be able to tell in the photos. I did sort of the same area of my leg each time in the photo, so you could really see the difference over a period of time. Most of the dark hairs on my legs are on sort of the inner calf of my lower leg. And so I kind of took those photos of my left inner calf each time, so you guys would be able to tell the difference. Now, as I mentioned, I haven't been quite as consistent as I would have liked to have been, just because it's summer, I'm busy, the salon's been really busy, I've been kind of out and about a lot. But I do expect that as I continue to use this, I'll see better and better results as I'm even more consistent. I just tend to have more time for self-care in like the fall and winter, because we're not kind of on the go quite as much. I've also been using this on some of my hyperpigmentation spots on my face. Now, I've done far less treatments on my face than I have on my legs. I I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous to use this on my face just because it's your face, you know, it's your face. So I did a few treatments on my legs, kind of waited to see if I had any sort of adverse side effects or any adverse results, and I didn't. So I felt pretty comfortable at that point to start trying it on the dark spots on my face. So specifically, I have a spot here and here. I have like 2 matching teardrop hyperpigmentation spots on my face. I try really hard to cover them with makeup. I also have a patch on my forehead I've talked to you guys about quite a bit right here on my forehead. And then I have some acne scarring sort of along the jawline, particularly now after all of the maskne of the last year and a half or so. So I've been treating those areas I want to say 3 times. You'll be able to see, I've got photos of that as well. So I'll put some photos on the screen of my skin without makeup for the 3 treatments that I did, sort of before and after. And I think you'll be able to see they are starting to lighten up. Now, I am starting to see a difference, but I think I'm just now starting to see a difference. So the first couple of treatments, I was like, I don't really know if this is doing anything. But now after the 3rd treatment, I do feel like when I'm covering those spots up in the mornings, I'm not having to work quite as hard to cover them. So I think it's the pigmentation is starting to break up a little bit. But again, it's summertime. I do wear my good mineral sunscreen every single day, 365 days of the year, but it is summertime. I've been outside a lot. I do think that I'm gonna see better results come fall and winter as I continue with these treatments once I'm not out in the sun quite as much. So all in all, I'm really liking it. I find the device very easy to use. It's just you plug it in, you press the power button on the top. Let me plug it in and show you guys. Now, my only critique is that I don't find the cord to be very long. So I'm plugged in right over there, but this is all the cord I have. So that's one thing that I did find a little bit difficult, because the outlet that I have in my bathroom at my house, like where you would plug in your razor normally, that outlet doesn't work at my house. I've been plugging this in my walk-in closet, and I have to like pull a chair over to like where the cord is. So I wish the cord was a little bit longer, but that's kind of my only critique in terms of the device itself. So there's a power button here. I can't bring it closer, or I would. Power button here, you just hold it to turn it on. You hear it, you can hear there's like a little fan inside, and it's on. And then you can press your power button again to increase the intensity. I think there's 8 levels of intensity. So I've been working my way up. I started on like a 3. I did a couple treatments on a 3, then I moved up to a 4. The last treatments I did a 5. So I've been just kind of slowly increasing the intensity of the device itself. It does come with the little safety glasses. I actually found that these did not stay on my face very well. They kind of just balanced precariously on my nose. So what I did was I used my husband's like really good polarized sunglasses. I wore those, and I generally would just kind of close my eyes when I pressed the button, just because I didn't want to do anything to harm my vision, but I didn't feel like these were giving me a ton of protection. So just keep that in mind. You definitely want to make sure you're protecting your eyes when you're using something like this, but I find it very easy to hold in my hand. It's not heavy, it's not awkward. A lot of people are probably wondering if it's painful. It really isn't. I don't find it feels any different than the laser that I would have had done at the clinic. It really doesn't feel like a whole lot. Sometimes you feel a little something, but it's like very, very, it's not, I wouldn't call it pain. You just feel something, you know? The other thing that I think is cool, it's got a smart sensor. So if you press the button and it's not touching the skin, you see I'm pressing the little trigger button. If it's not pressed up against the skin, it won't flash. So you don't have to worry about accidentally like flashing your eyeballs or anything like that. It has to actually be pressed up against the skin. I don't know if you guys could even see that. It's on like a low setting. But it has to actually be like pressed up against the skin in order to get it to go. So I really like that. I think that's like a nice little safety feature. You're not going to accidentally flash your eyes. So I'm happy to have it. I'm happy to use it. I'm excited to continue using it. I did check on their website right before I filmed this video, and it looks like it's on sale for $199.99, and it's regularly $449.99. So basically $200 down from $450. So I mean, I think they have really great sales when they're having them. So I'll make sure to link their website in the description box down below. I also want to put on the screen here, there is like a treatment schedule that they sent me. So I'm going to put those on the screen here if you want to take a screenshot. So they have a treatment schedule for the hair removal, for pigmentation, for anti-aging. You can find all of that on their website as well. And they do keep that treatment schedule updated based on like current research. So at one point in time, after they had sent me this device before I filmed this video, they actually sent me an email and they're like, hey, we've got a new treatment schedule based on current research, so we just wanted to send that along to you. So I think that's really cool. You know, they're keeping up with what's, you know, up to date in terms of research, so that's really great. They also have a 100-day money back guarantee, which I think is really cool. So if you're kind of on the fence about it, not really sure if you're going to see the results that you want, you do have a little bit of a like cushion there where you don't have to keep it if you don't love it. And they do have really good customer service on their website. It has a little thing where when you're on the website, there's like little chat options so you can chat with somebody. Because at one point in time, I can't remember what question I had, but I had a question and I went on the website and I just chatted with somebody and they answered my question. So I thought that was really cool. I always appreciate with something like this, like if you're going to spend $200, it's nice to know that you can email somebody or chat with somebody if you have any questions. So that's all I have really to say about the device. I'm happy to have it, happy to use it, excited to continue using it into the colder months when I have a little bit more time to do the things for myself. If you have any questions about the device at all, leave them in the comments down below. I'll try to answer them. If I can't, I can reach out to the company and ask them some questions for you. Definitely check out their website if you're interested in the product. Yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it answered all of the questions that you might have had based on my first video. If you didn't see that video, it will be linked in the description box down below. But if you liked this one, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.